Welcome back to the First Touch podcast. Everybody, I don't know, say. Honestly, I think that one had 27, but I can't remember. You see it? But what I say, when I end the season, you see me, today was the end of all league campaigns. We still have a couple cups to play. We know, so the Conference League left to play, as well as the UCL final. You see it? So we'll stay tuned for them there. However, we're going to discuss the end of the season and the probability of what might happen next season as well, you see me? So we'll start off with the couple of games that I played today. I know say I'm gonna just start off with Manchester United because I'm not gonna take too long on it. So please remember to if you like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell because that's gonna notify you when the video them a drop. Is more people. Thanks for all the support. Big up on yourself as always. Is me? Alright, so Manchester United played today 2-0 at Aston Villa. Sorry, 2-0 to Aston Villa at Old Trafford. Goal scorers were Amad
Ahmad,
Diallo
Eric.
and Ericsson from the penalty spot. Honestly, the Villa should have get a goal. Villa should have scored because I don't know what that referee was doing. Him should have never blow the whistle when he blow the whistle. Him should have wait till the play out and then him blow the whistle. However, basically, I don't remember if it was a ball back to the keeper or a shot from somebody, but the keeper have the ball and basically a fumble around with the ball, not have control over the ball. Morgan Rogers, I believe, threw it off of him and put it at the back of the net. Completely fair challenge. No foul was made. But before him putting it at the back of the net, the referee blew the whistle and obviously VAR cannot intervene because play was stopped before the goal was scored. You see me? Um yeah, Villa should have a goal. The red card for Emi Martinez was definitely a red card. I don't know why him a foul Rasmus Hoyland. So him naga score. Empty net and him naga score. So I don't know why you even bother foul him right there. So yes, I know say Unai Emery was in the race for the Champions League. Unfortunately, think they will be playing in the Europa League next season. However, I still think that's a good look for Aston Villa because if you remember 2 seasons back, Newcastle went to the Champions League, basically have the same quality as squad as Aston Villa, and Newcastle dropped out of the Champions League. Aston Villa, however, went to the quarter final, and then that's what the same season Newcastle weren't able to qualify for Europe, while Aston Villa still was able to qualify for the Europa League. Yes, which is a good look for Aston Villa, and them could have make Champions League because it came down to the final day, as well as they were in a FA Cup semi-final as well. Yes, so me think Aston Villa has done a great job balancing Champions League football along with FA Cup and league football to still come out with a European place. Manchester United on the other hand, though, this is typical of Manchester United. Like no pressure, the game na mean nothing, and this is the day when they choose to dominate our side. Like from minute 1 to minute 90, Manchester United were the dominant team. Manchester United seemed that they say, wait, what's going on here? But if you know Manchester United, you know this is the typical story of Manchester United. Once there is no pressure, once there is nothing to play for, we play like prime Barcelona. Isn't it? So typical of Manchester United stories have come out since the Europa League final stating that well them confirms that Amarim will be the manager next season. And apparently in the changing room, well Garnacho did say that after the final, him play 90 minutes in the entire Europa League competition until the final where him only play 20 minutes. So him did come out in the media and say that say him don't understand why, blah blah blah. I guess Amarim see that as some dissent in the media and like the following day went to the changing room, announced that he will be the manager next season and him tell Garnacho to find a new club. So Garnacho is all but confirmed to leave Manchester United this season. Though I agree with Garnacho leaving, me not really care either way, to be honest. My only problem is that I don't think that his statement was wrong. Like me see where I come from with that statement. Like me as I say in the previous video will drop where would I discuss the final. I don't understand why Mason won't start. You see me? But me not disagree with him statement on an overall basis. However, him leaving the club, I would say that it's going to be a similar situation to Anthony Elanga. Anthony Elanga left, and probably if you look upon wingers this season, has been a top five winger in the league. So realistically, I think it's gonna be a same story for Garnacho. All I just want is just that Manchester United try to recoup as much money or get as much money as possible because again it will be pure profit. So get as much money as possible and include like a buyback clause or a sell-on clause. I'm completely fine with him leaving. You see me? Yeah, I don't know if you did watch the match or if you have any thoughts on Garnacho, but you can. So
No,
yes.
no, no, no have much to talk about on the match, really and truly. But in regards of Garnacho, in statement and what Amarin tell him for do after the statement, like my understand say Garnacho in statement wasn't wrong, but at the same time you have to remember you have to watch what you put out in the media and probably that is how Amarin feel about probably in our mind, he must say him is a manager. He is responsible for the squad. Whatever he do. It's up to him, and they're supposed to question him because he's the manager. And if you go question the manager tactics or decision, probably should come to him or say it somewhere where it not gonna be pushed out like that. And who to tell probably um Garnacho was a player when probably that look at and I said probably this player not gonna working on my team for next season and that we're gonna try to just probably just gaslight it and just we say yeah, easier for me now for me make him for them to go ahead and go find somewhere else really and truly. You know, so yeah, as I agree with you say, not no wrong with the statement, but I am always disagree with how players take it out to the media for try to shove out or try to call out either their manager or their player. You know? In terms of Garnacho in future though, really and truly, I feel like he's a good player, in talent somewhat. You know, him have a bit more for work and really and truly, as I say, similar to Ilanga. And just I hope the best for him really and truly.
Mhm. Realistically, bro, Amarim was the one who really called out Garnacho. Like him never really called him out, but him kinda say something like say him say, well, kind of the journalist did ask him why him never start Garnacho. Mason Mount was anonymous in the game. And him say, well, remember so the last game, Mason Mount made a big impact and Garnacho missed a big chance. You see me? Kinda shade Garnacho in a way. So I mean, it swings and roundabouts when you really talk about media coverage because when managers go into the media and say certain thing about a player, the player is only human and him gonna take it a certain way. You see me? Realistically. But I agree with you in terms of him going out in the media and say that. But like I still don't think him say nothing wrong per se.
Yeah, listen, wrong.
Um but yeah, that a Manchester United, 15th in the league, no European places next season. Um However, speaking of European places, I think 9 teams from the Premier League has qualified to play in European competition. I don't know if that has ever been done before. That is a ridiculous number. I think that's almost half of the Premier League. So we have Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea,
Arsenal,
Newcastle, Arsenal, and Tottenham going to play in the
Champions
UCL.
League.
We have Crystal Palace and Aston Villa in the
Aston Villa.
Europa League, and then we have Nottingham Forest in the Conference League. I kind of feel a way about Nottingham Forest. I feel like them should have probably, probably at least they're
Probably
in a Europa League.
in a
Is
Europa,
I feel
yeah.
like them had a very, very good season, and them kind of fall off towards the tail end of the season,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But I feel like them should have been in a Europa League. But nonetheless, them first return to European competition in a while. So shout out to Nottingham
Shout
Forest.
out to them, yeah.
Them did lose
And
one
when
nil
we
to
view it,
Chelsea.
like I do think really and truly that's a rule where them should have like for go over really and truly like if I win the FA Cup, I feel like if we be qualified for the Europa League is probably too much of a big step. Like just to see what happened, because when I said Crystal Palace don't deserve their Europa spot, but for me as I said Newcastle has been dominating that not Newcastle,
Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest has been dominated, has been way better, and actually feel like they would have more to go into the Europa and do something more than where Crystal would have do. But it is what it is still.
I mean, I have a problem with that, to be honest, because really and truly, if we're talking about English competitions, the FA Cup is the second biggest competition in England. So I don't really have a problem with them qualifying for the Europa League through the FA Cup. And I guess when you win the EFL Cup, which is the oh shit,
League Cup.
the League Cup, that is where you qualify for the Conference League as well. So I
Oh,
don't really have a problem with that, to be honest. Isn't it? The only
yeah,
reason why
oh, yeah, Newcastle play Conference League, yeah, yeah.
no, the only reason why Newcastle now
And
play a
now play
Conference
because
League
I'm
is
qualified
because them qualify for
for
the
Europa
Champions
League, yeah.
League. So that is why Nottingham Forest end up in the Conference League because them finished seventh, isn't it? So if Chelsea did actually finish sixth or seventh, though, it could be a possibility that 10 teams from the Premier League would have qualified for a European competition. However, Chelsea finished in a Champions League spot, so it is confirmed to be 9 teams overall. Um, however, let me see. Liverpool draw today. I mean, Man City they win 2-0. Me hear Segunda one score overhead kick. Me never see it.
Bicycle.
Bicycle kick. Um, Haaland come back and bag a penalty. Oh, the golden boot race. Not really a race, but all golden boot standing did stay.
At that point, I think Salah with the 29 goal, Isak
Isa
with
23,
23,
Salah 22, Chris Wood 20, and Mbuema
20.
20.
Mm.
Brilliant season by Mbuema, by the way. Like, honestly, the youth. He would play some ball this season. I think I'm only 25 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't
Mm.
it? Him definitely most likely gonna move on to a bigger team this summer. Um, Brentford draw out. Tottenham did lose 4-1 to Brighton. I mean, I never expect much.
Yeah, we never really expect much. For me, like Tottenham already qualified for where them want to play
Exactly.
next season. So yeah,
So yeah, Premier League round up. Salah player of the season, as we all expected. Like, I think nobody else really had a conversation for win player of the
well,
season.
yeah, say they have one person of a conversation, but the stats don't lie. So
Who that?
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk was not winning player of the season, bro. It was one man and it was one man only, and it was going to be Salah, bro. Um, then Salah also win Playmaker of the Year award for the 18 assists. He never get that Thierry Henry record, which kind of shocking when you think about it because
Shocking.
if
I'm
they
not shocked. I'm not
no,
shocked.
what must say shocking is like him did have 18 assists with 3 months to go. Like him play like probably 10 games since and not get an assist.
Assist,
You
yeah.
see me? So him did have all the opportunity in the world for break that record and him still never broke it. You see me? Just goes to show you say Salah sometimes him is not as great as what you think he might be, you see me?
He's a
But
wanker. Yeah, but yeah, brilliant season from Salah in terms of numbers, really and truly. I think he break the record though of having the most goal, the most GA in a single Premier League season, you know. And him win playmaker, him win the golden boot. I think that is 4 golden boot. I think him and Tenor tie now and the most golden boot. I'm go over
uh,
Tenor now.
no, I think you sure say 4?
Yeah, 4 golden boot you have.
We did that means him supposed to tie with Thierry Henry then.
Yeah,
Because I
so
think a 4 Thierry Henry have.
and I think him tie with Christian but with the how again with at time him having two player this season. I think him tie with Kevin De Bruyne. I think with Christie too as well. And one more I think at Terry Henry because each of them must have two. Yeah, so Salah brilliant season. Can't take that from him really and truly. You know, as much as we come out here and we talk a lot about him and his personal player with him as himself. You know, him have a good season and we can't take from him greater numbers, you know. Well done, Salah.
Yeah, congratulations to Mo Salah. Of course, we already know Liverpool did win the title like a month ago. Um, in other news, we have Napoli winning the Serie A. Brilliant. I've been, I said, for the past probably 6, 7, 8 video now, say, I really would have liked for Napoli win the Serie A for people like Scott McTominay, as me. Scott McTominay player of the year over in a Serie A as well. A phenomenal season from Scott McTominay, like, and this is what I really that I thought about when I say players you can see the Anthony's, the McTominays, the Elangas. When you get away from this pressure that this club is, man, that what you call Manchester United, bro, it it bring out a different side of your ball game where you can just focus on playing football. You know, if you focus on fans, the media, and all of them things they breed down in it. And Scott McTominay go over in a Syria, and I'm sure say him a really one baller. You see the last goal him score on the last day.
Yeah, the goal him score for help seal the victory. Really and
Mm.
truly, it's a good goal. And bro, I think like every time we view Scott McTominay, what I will say is that over the years, where all of the Manchester United fans, and even with Premier League fans that say about him, it wasn't wrong. But as I say, it's the pressure. It's the
No, it's
pressure.
not. It's always a case where when you reach to certain clubs, like the
Mhm.
stature of a Manchester United or the stature of a Real Madrid, it's either you sink or you swim.
I
And
swear.
it's just that sometimes the pressure that comes with being at those clubs, even if you're a good player, you just sink.
Thing.
You see me? And then when you left, you realize, oh shit, you know for swim. So you start swim again. And that was just what happened with Scott McTominay. Even though we never see him outside of Manchester United before, we just could have see say realistically. And I also get the manager them will come through Manchester United. I look a part of the blame as well because what McTominay I do I feel like I really Tenag alone they kind of discover it's really and truly you want McTominay a push further forward. I feel like a Tenag alone they kind of put him in them positions there and him go down a Syria and obviously it's a different league, different play style, all of that. But you really see him as a player a shine. And that is something with him just never did do at Manchester United and never do in a Premier League. You see me? But I mean, it is what it is. And you have to just when these players are do good, you just have to give them flowers. You see me?
Mm.
So shout out to Antonio Conte as well. Feel like him really make a comeback in the manager world as well because I feel like at one point him they just get right off. So yeah, I took Inter Milan come second.
Yeah, Inter Milan come second. Like, wasn't that's a question? Somebody
Inter
is
Milan comes second, Atalanta third, Juventus
fourth.
fourth. So those are the Champions League teams for Serie A, Roma, Europa League, and Fiorentina.
Right.
Again,
And
qualify for the Conference League.
Bolivia. Think them play what? Conference League.
Them win the Coppa Italia. I don't remember if the Coppa Italia qualify for Europa League or Conference League. Let me check. All right. So yeah, the Coppa Italia qualifier for Europa League. So Bologna will be playing in the Europa League as
Europa
well.
League. All right.
Um. So yeah, Syria very good campaign from just the league in general. Like Syria for me was very entertaining. Very when you just sit down and watch a Syria game, you know so there's going to be some type of excitement, some type of drama, especially when it comes to the derby. Them right now, Syria for me have the best derby matches in the world. You see me? So brilliant campaign from Syria. Over in La
Who
Liga,
will playmaker this season for Syria?
playmaker of the season,
Yeah,
Syria, Lukaku.
Lukaku. Oh, Lukaku.
Yeah, Lukaku 10 assists, Pulisic 9.
And the golden boot go to retake me.
Retego,
Retake.
yeah.
So yeah, good performances from those. Yeah, honestly. Let's see what
Uh,
happen with Tegi. I feel like somebody can combine.
Retego.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Seeing as that I'm in the Champions League, I feel like the bigger clubs them will need strikers. Kind of look elsewhere. I don't know if I'm gonna left a Champions League club because obviously we know say Manchester United in the unfair striker. Manchester United states to them nah give up on Jokeris though. Even though Arsenal seem to be the favourites to get that deal done. So Manchester United currently I look upon other targets. I say nobody I really target him like that. I say him a go move. So currently I still see him at Atalanta, or it's like how them in the Champions League.
You expect
So
for Man you get any top players knowing that you not go compete in no European
depends what you call a top player because I did ask you this about Mateus Cunha and you did say him dep on the verge of you call him a top player. So it depends on what you call a top player. If you're talking at the high end of the spectrum, like like how Rodrigo might go to Arsenal. No, no, but um, you're talking like a Victor Gyökeres. Yeah, I can still see Manchester United that get Gyökeres. I can still see them I get Osimhen. It's just a case of can they convince them. But we can still see them agreeing to come to Manchester United. Especially with a Gyökeres where say Amorim was a manager, this and that and the third. But I mean, it's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be a real, real struggle for sure. And realistically, we don't really need like star name players. We need players who work in our engine, isn't it? We need parts of that engine to come together so that engine can actually work. So we don't really necessarily need no big star name player. I just want the key pieces for fit in our system for work. Isn't it? Um La Liga. Barcelona wins the La Liga. Real Madrid 84, Barcelona 88, Atletico 76, Athletic Club 70, Villarreal 70. Those five teams will be in the Champions League next season. Real Betis, Celta Vigo will be in the Europa League, and Real Vallecano will be in the Conference League. Um, Shout out to Real Vallecano. I never really realize that them they're that high in the
That
league.
I never realized that.
You see me? Sevilla narrowly avoid relegation. 41 points to Leganes 40, who is in 18th place. Sevilla seem to be having a Manchester United season. You see me? Not like Sevilla, to be honest. But yeah, Sevilla, sorry, Barcelona winning the league. We already know Barcelona best players. Raphina, Pedri, Yamal, Guirassy. We already know about Barcelona stay already. Kylian Mbappe winning the Golden Boot though. 31 goals. Robert Lewandowski scored 2 goals today or yesterday.
Today.
2 goals scored 2 goals today. If Robert Lewandowski did that start, do you think that he would have catch Mbappe? I do think so.
I do.
I
I
do
do.
think so.
I do.
We already know who Lewandowski is. And as good as Mbappe is, he's not the goal machine Lewandowski is, isn't he? So I do think that he will get there. And currently, Barcelona is a better team.
Better
However, finished second Golden Boot race, and Budmeier with 21 goal of Osasuna. Yes, me.
good.
Assists playmaker award goes to Yamal,
Yeah, man.
13 assists for the season. Bayena with 9 from Villarreal, and also Raphina with
Definitely.
9 from Barcelona. So Yamal win the playmaker award, and Kylian Mbappe overall with the most GA in the league. So damn, Mbappe only have 3 assists. All right. So realistically though, with who has La Liga announced them player of the year?
No, I don't think. Well, that's a research that, honestly. That's a research that. But like competitive, I think like Pedri or Raphina would have been like the best player.
You don't think Mbappe have a chance?
Mbappe have a chance, of course, he have a chance. But me just like him for me, him start off late. Or
La
for me,
Liga
so
player this season.
the season
Okay.
go to Pedri, man.
Pedri. Okay. So Pedri wins La Liga player of the season. Deserved, or you think it should have got to somebody else?
Yeah, I think Raphina deserve it.
I think, yeah, I think you would have probably a Raphina or a Yamal conversation, to be honest.
I
Um,
know. I really want to get into that Yamal thing because I'm just feel
yeah,
like
I just gotta ask you because someone did ask me something earlier and he did say, yo, um, whoever win player of the season at them Barca would have push for win the Balland'Or. And you already know, say, we that thing say either Yamal or Raphina are going win the player of the season. So, with none of them actually winning the player of the season, and realistically, him say something where him say, yo, it's like the entire media a push for this Yamal Ballon d'Or conversation like a him for win it. So realistically, do you feel like say Yamal with the season that he's having, Just look pan don't look pan who you think or who you just look pan it from a unbiased objective point of view. Who deserves to actually win or finish higher in the Balland'Or race? Because we know so
Honestly,
we
bro,
have
my
other
top three,
outside factors like Dembele.
my well, yeah, for me, Dembele in my top three, really and truly.
No, that's
But
what I'm
see,
gonna say. Who deserve to either win it or finish higher out of Yamal or Raphina?
when all right, in terms of Yamal, I definitely flex that Salah should finish ahead of him. I definitely feel like that Usman deserve to finish ahead of him. I do feel like Raphina deserve to finish ahead of him. Even Pedri, I do think for finish ahead of him. Like if
Hmm?
like that's that top
Pedro
five.
over Yamal?
Yeah, bro, really and truly, bro. I am.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know if I agree with that because I don't think Pedri is going to be a top five Ballon d'Or candidate. I think
but bro, I feel like the
Yamal
Yamal part is a recent bias.
is it though? Like realistically, is it like let's be honest, the youth are play like this practically from December. So is it recency bias or is it that because him do it in a UCL semi-final, people really take it in now and I say,
No,
yo, we can't deny it no more.
I think in perform so good in that semi-final. It's what helped bring it, move it from 11 points and add like a 20 points to it, really and truly. And when I go say it's not something to be crazy over, of course, what he did in the semi-final, even in that span of that week of those games, I feel like every game is leading between the
Bro,
first leg.
almost every game since that semi-final this you would score a
It
banger.
score exactly. So that's why I say, yo, from that span leading come right up, he has been very dangerous. But for me, bro, I'm not gonna give somebody the a top five, a top three spot when they just always start a performance space of like you start put on
Nah.
a deep performance. Well, I know you start
I
put
feel
on
like that
deep
kinda harsh though.
performance. Well, yeah, well, it is not kind of harsh, but I'm viewing back players like Raphina we are doing from the start of the season. Me have view back Killy, I'm not Killy. Me have view back Usman where I'm not gonna say from the start of the season, like probably say late
So hold on, I have a
December.
question then.
Eh?
Do you think that Pedri has been performing this way from the start of the season?
No, but I do think that him perform consistently good. Like every game, I feel like Pedri have a 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. I don't think I ever watch a game. I don't think that there's 5 games for the season where we can say Pedri perform on 6 out of 10. Honestly. So that for me, like Yamal has been doing what he does for a 16, 17-year-old. He's young, John no star. A player was so young, this wicked. It's outrageous. Yes, we get all of that. But for me, bro, I just feel like say, yo, after that UCL game, the first leg in with Inter, and then leading come up now, I feel like everybody starts say, yo, them have this wow. It's like the Declan Rice free kick those 2 free kicks where everybody brain just explode and gone all over the
Yeah,
place.
man. I feel like yeah, do Yamal dirty right there, bro. I
No, the
feel
thing
like
is,
yeah, the dog dirty.
no, it's not dirty, bro. Like, all right. So, in terms, all right, let's say we put him in the top five. Fine. But the top three, bro, when time of view back man like Usman, Raphina, and Salah, I can't feel comfortable I put Yamal in front of none of them man there.
Bro, but Salah basically fall off since Rona 16.
Yeah, honest, yes, that is true. But as I say, him fall off from round of 16, which is like this year, February or March, right? But him a perform from September coming up to say like when I'm a perform, people don't get me wrong. I talk like him numbers. Him have been having consistent numbers from like between September to like late either February or March or early March. You understand? For me, Yamal, he wasn't even Barcelona best player for a period of time. Like he was a young player, he might do him thing, everybody talk about him. He have a couple games where him shine, he have a couple games where you say, yo, this man behave selfish, he have a couple games where him look flat. And with maturity right throughout the season, him grow. And me give him that the growth is there. You can see the growth now, you can see the attitude, you can see the willingness, you can see the talent. Everything is there now. I put everything out there. But for me, bro, the thing is that say, yo, for me, man like Usman, where probably PSG never that perform from day one, but him did been a do him a do in a Liga and them come over in the Champions League as much as him did probably a lose, him was always him did a score a goal and I really a try him best. And then by December, Luis Enrique figure out the team, everybody start click, him become dangerous, him kill all of the top teams them in the Premier League. Like that the toughest league, the toughest the toughest league to beat them say him kill all of the top teams, him kill Aston Villa, him kill Liverpool, him kill Arsenal, him kill Manchester City. So for me, him, Raphina bro is like really and truly. Raphina. Like for say Yamal has been a better player than Raphina is so wild for me, bro. Honestly, dog. You
Man, I
can't say
think,
that.
man, I think he has been a better player than Rafinha. Cause me, even when someone did ask me the question, I say, regardless if Yamal even win player this season, I do think say the push is going to be from Barcelona for Rafinha. Because
Raphina, yeah.
when you look on it from the both sides of the kind, in a Europe and in the league, Rafinha has been the overall better player. However, I feel like this, me would have said from January to now, he has
January is a
been.
bit too far, bro. I swear.
No, I disagree. I feel like January from the turn of the year, January to now, but say he has been top two in Barcelona.
Yeah, but Raphina, that still must be the one.
Yeah, that's fine. But
Uh,
that's why I said to you say
what the Pedri
when I
part
s-
now?
yeah, like me not see Pedri
No,
being
man, bro,
over
bro, bro,
Yamal. Like me not see that.
bro.
Um,
Pedri is
me not,
so friggin' intrinsic to that team. Believe it, bro.
me not, when did I say no?
Bro, like,
I
I
mean,
feel like,
I
I
never said
feel
that.
like,
I feel like Pedri definitely is probably let's take everything into consideration. Pedri is probably Barcelona's most important player. However, being the most important player doesn't necessarily mean you're the best player. So I feel like it's a case where he probably have that that spark will get Barcelona moving. However, when it comes to Yamal, Raphina, I probably would have put Lewandowski over him. Probably would have put Lewandowski over him. But yeah, let's say Yamal and Raphina. I feel like them two man there are more ingrained and responsible for the success this season, I would say. You see me? Um, but overall, what that's about your top three? Who you feel like should be the top three at the Ballon d'Or?
oh yes, for me, what should be the top three? Salah, Usman Dembele, and Rafinha to be the top three. And for me, bro, like the only way I'm don't say, I feel like Usman not supposed to win it. If him do win the UCL, but still feel like if him grab that UCL, him deserve to get the Ballon d'Or. If him do win it now, really and truly, it will boil on back between Salah and Rafinha.
So why all of a sudden him outright if him don't win? Because
Him do
remember,
because I feel like
you
is
can
him.
go to that final in a bureau and you can put in a damn good performance and still
Well, if you go to
lose.
the final and score a hat-trick and don't end up win, like yes, let me see your point there. If him boss a killing Mbappe, you understand that. But for me, bro, like as we are say, Salah won. He's the first player to win the Playmaker Award, the Golden Boot Award, Player Season in one season. Rafinha,
But at the end of the day, him still drop out in round of 16.
yeah, bro. But you have to remember, say like the Ballon d'Or is really of
About
how
accolade.
about a player of how impactful. So it's not really about just the stats or the team achievement. Is how intrinsic you are for your team, really and truly. So I just feel like say in terms of impact on a team and then again where the seas because when I was right out say that say Salah for Liverpool is more important than Usman Dembele for PSG. When me look on right there says that the fact that say if you have, the EPL is a top flight league over the Liga and league, really and truly. So for me right there, so it
Yeah,
a
so
come.
him that's what me I say. Me feel like say Salah in terms of league status,
Mm-hmm.
Salah have the advantage. But
Yeah, yeah,
when you
yeah.
look at the UCL from the UCL point of view, Usman Dembele has for sure been a better UCL player
Yeah,
than
yeah, yeah, for
Salah.
sure, for sure.
So I feel like, especially because the UCL is considered the most coveted club award, I feel like that kind of level it out to a point where I feel like Usman Dembele, regardless if him win or not, is going to finish ahead of Salah in the
Yeah,
ball.
but the thing is, bro, when we feel like you're probably not look on is what personal achievement do Usman Dembele have in the UCL that they can say, yo, him win this particular award. Him not get the most goal, him not get the golden boot award. I don't think him have the most assists. I don't think him gonna get the most better playmaker. You know? But I feel like whoever
Yeah,
gonna get the player of the UCL is whoever win the final. Like some of them feel like they probably even get some of that for real and truly. For the performance input put in for reach
I
into the
feel
final.
like the player that sees of a UCL is going to come between Usman Dembele and Raphina. Because if you're looking from a statistic point of view, Raphina statistically
Yeah.
is has the most
As
GA in the Champions
in the
League.
Champions
Him have
League, yeah.
like 13 goals and 7 assists or 6 assists.
Mm.
Usman Dembele have 8 and 4. However, Usman Dembele is responsible for big moments in the
Yeah, that's true,
Champions
that's
League,
true, that's true.
which
So
also play a factor.
if him end up win something like for the Champion League, if him end up win like the best player in the Champion League, like yes, him still in there with a conversation there, really and truly. But you know, for
Plus,
me,
him
him great
also
best thing
him
to do is
also
Champion League.
him also have the who win player of the season for League One.
But, bro,
Him also win the Golden Boot in the League One.
you have the golden boot.
Tie yeah, him tie with Mason Greenwood. So two of them win the Golden Boot there in the League One. League One player of the season. Let me check that out. Usman Dembele. So
Him win it.
yeah.
I'm not surprised. But and then again, the player award in the league and it's not up to par for the player of the season in the
It's not, but it's still an accolade team name. And realistically, when you look on it, if we're talking about their straight accolades, Salah one right now might worth a little bit more. However, what Usman Dembele do for reach to the Champions League final also count for something.
count.
Not
Yeah, yeah,
only
yeah.
remember saying he was the one who actually beat Salah, forget Salah out of the
Salah
competition.
out.
You
Yeah,
you see me? So
public
at
performance.
this moment in time, I feel like say Salah don't really go. I not think him gonna come top two. I feel like the top two is between Rafinha and
Well, who the surprise if them put Salah there?
Dembele.
Honestly. But
No more the
bro, we
surprise.
need to remember say this is a voting thing.
But
But
we
we need
also
to
need to remember say it's a French base award.
award, yeah, even that to
So
say.
and Usman Dembele, the last Frenchman for win was who? Karim Benzema, and then before that, can't remember because it
Yeah,
was a
remember.
Messi, Ronaldo, and
Yeah.
then Madrid. They win when I hear them. So I feel like say with the French Federation football, kind of you know me, do them one thing.
Well, over the years, we all know that the Balland'Or hasn't have a fair part in most cases, but we just really hope that someday them really do the shit fair and the right way, you know. But
Yeah,
the top three
I kind of
contenders,
like the fact say you have 3 people in the running, maybe even more because again, some people are gonna tell you say Yamal in there. Some people are gonna tell us say
yes,
Yamal
that
in
is
there.
true. That is true. That is true. And I do. And honestly, I have a big problem. I have a problem with it. I have a problem with it, bro. The fact that if you're gonna say Yamal
Some
is in the
people are gonna tell us say
conversation,
don't count out Mbappe.
Mbappe, yeah, and don't go to Mbappe because we know the Real Madrid stats tax tax already. But for me, bro, like, and even that, bro, when if I go make about the season, I'm gonna ask myself, is Yamal a better player this season for even killing Mbappe? For me, it's a 60-40 answer. And it can
But
swing
is he
anyways.
though? Is he realistically?
Bro, I can see debate. I can see argument
Yeah,
where
me
I
can
can
say
see
it being highly debated.
highly debated. Yeah, I can see it being
I
highly
don't know.
debated.
Man. Come to think of it, like me have a game tomorrow, Champions League final.
Bro,
Mbappe,
kill it every
Yamal,
day. Kill it every day.
Mbappe.
Every day. It doesn't even matter, bro. Kill it every. Bro,
Oh,
listen to
but
me.
even
Unless
if
I'm
we have to
Neymar,
take in
Messi.
the current farm too
Bro,
as
I'm
well.
a current farm. I could have Greenwich farm.
You do it.
Bro,
So, it, I mean, it can be debated, but I probably go
it's
Mbappe though.
debated, bro. Bro, it's only three man in the world I rather have in my team in a final over killing Mbappe. And that's Messi, Cristiano, Neymar. Anybody else, fuck off. Forward
Drogba
thinking.
for me too.
Eh?
Drogba for me too. I mean, no Drogba got score. What would I say? Oh yeah. So, Mason Greenwood come back. Think he scored 2 goals on the last day of the season. Forget that golden boot along with Usman Dembele. Rumors that Mason Greenwood might return to England. Who you see would he possibly go back to in terms of going back to England? Like which team you see possibly looking at Mason Greenwood and saying this would be a good
Instead,
fit?
instead of Liverpool trying to spend money on Alvarez, I feel like Liverpool for try go for him. I feel like Arsenal can try. Arsenal I really love to have a Mason Green on them side. Where we see him a fit, we can for some reason when you call him name my mind flash for Aston Villa. Honestly. Spurs are go into no, but Spurs not sell out Salinski. I don't be that selling out. Honestly. There are a couple team, but I feel like Liverpool I feel like not fit in a one next red jersey. Honestly, I'm feel like Liverpool or Arsenal would be a good team for you. Probably can work at
Mm,
Chelsea too.
Honestly, me not see him come back to England because just for the especially going to like one of them big team, they like I feel like them big team there I go wall off pan seeing the backlash of him coming back to England because I feel like it's gonna be crazy, bro.
If
And me
I'm
not
a
think say
Arsenal team, me not give a free ball backlash. I need a striker.
me not,
If I'm a Arsenal, I know I could care less, bro. Arsenal need a striker right now. Go for
and
it.
Arsenal are the favorites to sign Yorkers.
You're crazy,
So
bro. You see your crazy numbers?
yeah, bro, crazy.
Jesus
Ridiculous.
Christ.
However, again, as much as one talk about him numbers this and him numbers that, you have to take into consideration the league, which is why sometimes I feel sorry for them, but then again I understand because I'm not do that in the Premier League, bro. Unless your name Erling Haaland. But just not see it.
Erling Haaland. Prepare for sick. The down. Now, I'm not gonna say downfall. I'm gonna wish
Bro,
this for my team.
there would never be a downfall of Haaland. Haaland is never ever
His
going to score
numbers is
less
going to
than 20
decrease.
goals. He's never ever going to score less than 20
The
goals in the Premier
numbers
League.
is going to decrease, believe me. And honestly, the only way I'm see him
The oh
numbers being over 25 a season, if him go back to him ways when they play that man.
bro, the only way Erling Haaland is going to suffer at Manchester City is if him get injured. Erling Haaland is not. There's no bro. You realize that this man injured for 3 months, and this man have 22 goals.
Yeah,
You
but the
realize
fact
how
that
ridiculous that is?
but majority, but come on, bro. Like, I feel like him goals they come from places where like we
It don't
normally
matter where them come from because of the same thing you that say in him first season, and the same thing you that say previous almost season that Manchester City 3 now.
you know.
Yeah, the same thing you
In
that said
first
this
two
last
seasons
season.
because of Alvarez behind him.
And there was no Alvarez, there was no KDB, and the nigga still have 22 goals when him injured for 3 months. So
Well,
there's nothing that can stop this man, bro.
all right, we will. I'm not here trying to ray, but we feel like they're gonna be decreased. Is it? When I think we're gonna have back a 30 goal season.
30 goals is maybe not. As I said, the only thing I'm gonna say I stop him injuries, but sure for sure, if him never injured, him would have the right behind Salah or right around with Salah there. You see me? So well, 30 goal on the overall this season. Yeah, 44 games, 30 goals in total. So honestly, bro, there's nothing that is going to
But
stop
for but
Erling
for but
Haaland
for
but
Ireland,
injury.
that is a drop off. For Ireland, that's a drop
That
off.
that's a drop off because I'm injured. What wrong with you? You like nah here.
No, bro, no. All right, hold on there. Normally, when Ireland a player 40 odd games, is if you go play 45 games, in goals it'll be like one. 35 the least are at least 40.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's a drop off, but that's also due to the constant injuries in our city as well. Because remember, if you have player there was a Kevin De Bruyne last season. I think he'd have like 36 goals in 45 games last season.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look on it, one less game, 6 goal drop off, and more injuries to deal with, bro, Haaland will be completely fine, bro. He will be completely fine. I said nothing has stopped this man.
For me, I feel like, yeah, I feel like they're going to be a bit more decrease in his goal mark.
Uh, Bundesliga, because we hear some story about Wirtz got to Liverpool. But before we get there, Bayern Munich, 82 points within the Bundesliga, of course. Leverkusen, 69. Frankfurt, 60. Dortmund, 57. Bro, what a comeback from Dortmund. Dortmund were like in 10th. Dortmund were like 10th and 12 points out top four. And the man them come back and drag back Champions League football. So, them four teams that got the Champions League, Freiburg will be in the Europa League and Mainz in the Conference League. Hurricane, of course, winning the Golden Boot. Patrick Schick, second. Guirassy, also tied for second place with 21 goals. By the way, speaking of Guirassy, you think a Premier League club should take a chance on him who needs a
Yeah,
striker?
Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal forgot any striker. Arsenal, I feel like as an opposition and as a person, we got always banter Arsenal. Like the best thing I can say to them is grab a striker. And I feel like I learned that from Manchester City with Haaland. Grab a striker. Grab a boring striker. Or grab a striker we just think about to get the ball in the back of the net. As much as I don't like it, as much as I feel like probably if Haaland, if Aguero is still there here, we probably wouldn't need Haaland really and truly. Worse than there was last year, we know saying probably that catch farm or really and truly some could have turned up for him.
Mm.
For that 2 years they without a designated striker, we realize in a lot of areas say, yo, Jano, the number 9 we want, we get the number 9, I will win a treble. We win a treble. So get us we win a treble plus we win Club World Cup and we win Super Cup. Arsenal get a striker.
Mm.
Guirassy, you have Goldcrest, you have Mason Greenwood now, same willing for return back at England where them call him Grapis. Just get somebody. Or
Can even look Oshiman, can even look man, you something there. Retegi as it say.
birthday game, somebody, get like for love of God, man, not play a UCL next season, gonna have games.
You think Ollie Watkins would have do it for them?
No, sir. But for me, honestly, someone don't look at Oli Watkins as a number 9, or more for him as a false 9.
I mean, him would probably have more of a number 9 than Mason Greenwood, to be honest. Because Mason Greenwood like will come off at the right
No,
for a
but
while.
the thing about Mason Greenwood, bro. The thing about Mason Greenwood, man, I walk with 2K, my left K and the right K. And
Can
them
handle
two
them, man.
bam!
Yeah,
I
man,
was sitting there.
I can and what that, man.
I cannot what? Bro, Mason Greenwood are probably one of, like, Mason Greenwood are one of my favorite rival players I ever sit down and enjoy watching. Worse, the COVID season, Mason Greenwood, like, yeah, bro, believe me.
But Hurricane, as my dad said, when the goal in both. Michael Elise, Playmaker Award, 15 assists this season from Michael Elise. Florian Wirtz, second with 12 assists. And Griffer with 11 assists. Hurricane in total with 34 G in Bundesliga. Great season for Hurricane. You think Hurricane, because we talk about Balland'Or, where you think Hurricane fit in that Balland'Or conversation?
I can come roughly probably just about 10 in the ranking, or probably 12, really and truly. Like, me just feel like the Hurricane this season was mostly like scoring goals, probably get 2 assists, yes. But I think like in the big moments, them where them did for really depend on him to score the goal for carry them through the line. Like even in the UCL, I think Alfonso Davis that carry them to the quarterfinal. and then
Mm.
in the quarterfinal, him score, but it wasn't enough.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, what did they say? Oh, they said words,
Mm.
words to Liverpool, words the right-sided attacking midfielder, come on for the wing sometime, play attacking midfield sometime. Um, predominantly middle class him as an attacking midfielder. What do you think about Wirtz? Liverpool will seemingly about to break the British transfer record, which is Caicedo for about 115 mil. Seemingly, that's what it gonna take more than that for buy Wirtz, basically. So, what do you think about that transfer? There?
Words to Liverpool. First of all, I'm gonna see it happen.
Huh?
I'm gonna see
Bro,
it.
that the story upon that hat right now. So
Yeah, yeah, it's sorry hot,
realistically,
but I mean, like, me not say for some reason, me not see my work at Liverpool. Like, I mean,
oh, I'm pretty sure I never cited it in film first and then city back up because I say
back
too
off,
much
yeah,
money.
yeah, too much, yeah, too, and I mean, I know, for instance, City are back off at too much money. You're supposed to know, say, I'm money. You're supposed to know the money where
Yeah,
them are
so
look for.
the money seems to be Florian Wirtz to Liverpool, British transfer record FIFA 125 million pound. Oh, that is as I say 125 for Wirtz. It seemingly that would be 115 Caicedo, so that's about 10 million
Yeah,
over the record. Words to Liverpool. Again, words is just a baller, bro. Like, me just see him a fit in any side, regardless. Midfield, wing. I don't think them have put him on a wing, though, because Liverpool midfield, our Gravenberch, McAllister, and
so well, somebody are left is
Shabozlai.
someone are left.
Not that I know of. I think the midfielder Shabozlai, so then probably put Shabozlai on the bench, which is crazy, because them spend like 75 mil on Shabozlai.
Yeah, I'm gonna think like, well, I'm not saying better. I'm not better than words for sure. But I just feel like say if show us like work in there, I'm gonna feel like if I pull up something we at work. But like I feel like that's what I think that I'm saying. I'm gonna say let's see what gonna happen.
Honestly, me think it's a brilliant move because to me, Shabazz like this season, as my dad said, as somebody who me watch from the Bundesliga days, like Leipzig days, and him just not do when me know him fair do realistically. But not saying him a play bad, but him not necessarily play like what I know him for. With words coming in, the Premier League probably in a trouble. In a trouble. The league probably in a trouble because this youth, me I tell them, and Florian Wirtz. Like,
For some reason when I think him that special,
really?
when I think he's Musiala special.
No, I think nobody is Musiala special.
I'm gonna think him Yamal special. Me not think him special like when time of view players like Pedri, Yamal, Musiala. Like we don't see him as special as them man there, you know?
No,
Like he's good.
him definitely in that Pedri conversation for me. But cause so hold on, I'm gonna ask you a question. You think Pedri more talented than Yamal?
There are two different positions that we can
Two different positions, but we're talking about the talent of the player.
no.
Like,
No,
yeah,
I don't think Pedri more talented than him. But I think Pedri is a more complete player in terms of somebody where you can rely upon him right throughout a game.
yeah, but that are also because again, Pedri is a midfielder, so you know
Yeah,
that
and Pedri
kind of
have more
come with
experience.
that kind of come with midfielders. But yeah, I think Words is a man where for me when 2 years back, 3 years back, when people are talking about the best youngsters in the world and all of that, him was a man for me where him did not get highly overlooked. And for the past 2 seasons, 3 seasons now, but I say him really step up in a them conversation there. And
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
him for me would have definitely put him in that Pedri
But I'm in the
Bellingham
same category like
conversation.
how I view Foden, honestly.
No. No, 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 no.
I mean, I think that they are all that respects them or them kind of bit overrated.
No, 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 no. Foden overrated for sure. Words, different gravy. Different gravy, my father. Me I tell
For them
you.
is a different gravy, not for us.
Oh God. Them man they are coming out Premier League and make food they look like chum change, bro. I tell you.
Well, let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
But 125 mil though. I mean Liverpool looking like say because who them sign now? Them sign Frimpong
Frimpong, yeah. Them just signed Frimpong for 50 at
50 odd. No, 35 mil.
35 if I say.
30 wait. Hold on. Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio. Look like some news just dropped while we're live.
Why we live? That's crazy.
Mateus Cunha, here we go. Mateus Cunha to Manchester United.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy for the convince. Well, yeah, for Matthias Cunha, I feel like you only can convince him because that Wolves is not like he would be playing in the Europa League stage or in a Europe stage either way. And yeah, him kind of a bit more easier for convince. I see him a go there, really and truly. But I just hope say you don't kill the youth career. I just that now. Hope you don't kill the youth career.
62.5 mil release clause will be paid in installments contract until 2030. What would that 2025?
Mm-hmm.
So 5 year contract with the option of a further year. Verbal agreement in place. Here we go. Okay. So again, wanna
Oh yeah,
hear
we
that
say
one?
Garnacho replacement same time. Like remember that one day I'm gonna ask like where would he play? And I think after that whole internet feud
No,
between
but my
Garnacho.
tell you say he's a left-sided attacking midfielder. And they say I'm
Yes,
gonna
so
play with Garnacho
and
that play.
as I'm just quite telling you, maybe Amaring they didn't want to get him out of the team and never didn't want to approach him and know him find a way. That's what happened was the right way of say, you know what, we need to go look at next club. Because I am sure in my mind that we're gonna get Cunha. So you need for left. Who ya say? Well, you say only play they play 90 minutes the whole season and get 20. Leave my place. Me, I gonna be the manager next season. You know, like one time you play for 20 minutes and I leave my place.
So
Leave the rap stadium.
Manchester United get them first signing of the season. Well, they not signed the paper, but they don't know from what year, but here we go. You know, say I play and I take off, you see me? Um, so Trent to Real Madrid, gone already. Hodgson to Real Madrid.
Gone already. Big up to
Frink.
Hodgson for being award as Bournemouth player of the season. Yeah, shout
Oh,
out.
we are gonna do a TFTP end of the season awards. You see me? So we are gonna name who we think supposed to be the player of the season.
Are going that
Who we
now?
think no.
Oh,
But we're gonna do it. I think you see me player of the season, who you think are the best attacker of the season, best midfielder, best defender, all of that. We're going at that soon. You see me, cause you don't know end of the season. So end of the season awards are gonna give out. You see me, the first TFTP awards. Um but yeah, I guess we can finish off right so with the bomber
hold
drop.
on there. Wait there. Did you see that news, huh?
Which
Well,
news?
it's probably like 1 hour ago. Monaco advancing talk and Ansu Fati loan move. Napoli improving. So Napoli look like them are going for Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, we know that already.
And thought have talked to Bayern Munich, like go back to Bayern Munich.
Oh, Jonathan Ta?
Yeah. And Jack Grealish Jack Grealish will leave Man City.
But I didn't know that, man. Well, you can't sell my Jack Grealish though. Meet that Jack Grealish. Yeah, meet that Jack Grealish. Kevin De Bruyne to Napoli though. Like me did already say. I don't know why am I gonna like that's McTominay's team, bro. Like it just like gonna be a substitute for McTominay. What I got Napoli for? Just look that
Well,
alone, man.
him at the age, bro, where him, I think him need that type of. I think him in him age now in football where yeah man be that type of
Can
player
Napoli
where come.
afford to pay him though? Because is he might go want to take certain wages? Because
Maybe it might Kevin De Bruyne is a cool person, you know. What me that like what me that look on do is just that say like for personal for him, like in the family changes of the new environment, knowing that's a problem. His kids are go school in England or but that's not me more for that pay attention to really and truly. That's why I feel like if that probably gonna stay at England and go one team like one Aston Villa or probably one team like not Norwich, like West Ham. You know, the thing that I'm gonna do, but if more move come out of England and go try differently, that's fine.
Hmm. Well, people, we get a here we go while we are recording Mateus Cunha. Good signing, but as I tell that a while ago, but just the same thing happened to him when him come to Manchester United. Like probably maybe him got a route of a Bruno where him consistent over the years, but we are still shit. But overall, me not see no changes with a one signing of Mateus Cunha. 62 million, fair price. I mean, for the season we might have, I guess, because Arsenal did buy Kai Havertz them for 60 mil. We buy Kai Havertz for 65 mil actually. We buy Mason Mount for 60 mil. So fair price. You can call it a fair price, I guess. People, thanks for all the support. You see me? Big up on yourself. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell because that I got notify you when the video them a drop. You see me? Make sure it's on the first touch up because this summer we are drop video after video after video. You see me? So make sure it's
Definitely.
on there. Um, thanks for all the support again. I'm out.